I said you got the jitters, and now I have the jitters.
Andrea.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, I'm so stressed out right now because, well, you know, Julie and I have been having some problems, and, well, I need to fill you in on something that's happened. Like, you know how much I care for Julie. Like, we met really quickly, and there was chemistry right away. You know, I'm very physically attracted to her, and she's just the most beautiful thing in the whole world, and I worship the ground she walks on, and I want to be with her forever. I love her so much, and like I know I'm truly in love with her, and she's at Queens and I'm here at St. Lawrence, so you know it's hard because we don't, you know, I wish I could see her more often, but we're in different schools and stuff, but I've been missing a lot of classes to go to skipping classes here to go there for fourth period and you know hang out with her. And anyway, but.
Is that a good idea? Like, you know, do you need those classes?
Okay, well, there's so much chemistry between us that it's just so strong, and I've never felt this way about anyone in my life, and I know that she's the one. Like, this is the one. But the thing is that it feels like the feeling's not mutual. It's not reciprocated, and it feels like there's a chance she might not like me as much as I like her, or she doesn't love me as much as I love her. She's been spending a lot of time with her friends lately, and those include guy friends, pal friends.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and she has a couple of them that she likes to hang out with, and you know, I just disagree with guys hanging out with girls. I think that if guys are hanging out with girls, then that's an issue. Like, there's obviously something going on.
So what about us, eh, Anderson?
Oh, well, I've known you forever.
Oh, well.
We're different. I've known you since elementary school.
What about, well, has Julie said anything to you? Like, has she said, like, hey, like, has she told you anything about these guys?
Well, just recently, me and Julie had a huge argument about her guy friends, and I said a few things that I've regretted, but, like, I made up for it by buying Julie some flowers and apologizing, like, and I wrote, apologized so much. I wrote her a love letter, how sorry I am, and that, you know, it would not happen again, and then
Well, what happened?
Okay, so I went to Julie's school to meet her on fourth period. I skipped class the other day, as I normally do, and I went to meet her, and as I arrived, I noticed she was pulling away in a car with some of her friends, including those guy pals that she's been hanging out with, and I was just really, really upset. Like, I thought she would know to meet me, like she knows normally I come there and I skip class to come see her, and she just drove away and she didn't see me, but I waited like to see if she would come back. I didn't know, maybe she was going to get a bite to eat or what, but you know, my mind started wandering and I thought, what the hell is she doing with those guys over there? Like, she could be having a menage a trois or whatnot, and the thoughts of that just burns my blood, boils my blood. But you know what, I was just really frustrated to see that happen, and I started sending her text messages, and then she wasn't responding after, you know, I was there, saw her drive away. She didn't see me pull up, but I saw her and with those guys. Anyway, so she got dropped off, and her friends were just like, oh, Julie, well, you, like, she saw me, and, like, she was coming over towards me, and, like, to get in the car, and I noticed, and I was there waiting, and her friends said, oh, like, hurry up, you have class, and she ran over to the car, and she seemed pretty happy to see me, and, she got into the car, and I was just so upset, like, my anger just took over. I don't know what happened, like, I just had a really bad feeling inside, like she was cheating on me, you know, and I was just going with that gut feeling, like, I don't know, I just was so upset that she's been hanging out with other guys, and well, I got really upset, and I sort of screamed at her as to why she wasn't answering my texts, and then, well, she didn't know how to respond, and, well, you know, I just started name-calling her, telling her she's such a slut, and then I punched her out a couple times, like a girl that, like, and I'm so in love with her.
You punched her out? Like you knocked her out, or?
Well, I punched her in the face a couple times, but I mean, I was just so upset at that.
No, we're good.
I was just so hurting inside. Like, why would she be hanging out with these guys after she knows I have, like, such strong feelings for her? And, you know, like, she knows how much I love her and that, like...
Well, have you, like, other than you've really talked to her about it? Like, have you, like, did you have, like, a serious, like, sit down, or would you kind of just, like, what happened? Like, you told me you guys were talking about it earlier. Like, what happened? Like, before, not before the whole car incident. Like, what happened before? Like, where you sent her flowers and stuff, or was that the incident?
Yeah, well, I mean, it seemed like we made up because of that fight, you know, about her having guy friends. You know, I just know that guys are pigs, and obviously I didn't want my girl hanging out with these guys. You know, the thoughts of that drives me crazy, so...
Well, did you meet any of her guy friends? Like,
no, but she just told me that... Anyways, well, I regretted getting mad at her, and we made up for it. I made up for it by buying her some flowers and apologizing a bunch of times. And, you know, I love her so much that it just... Like, I just can't feel like it's just at the point that I can't live without her, and, like, I love her so much, and I just didn't mean to react that way. Like, that's how much, like, I care about her. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Wouldn't you have done the same thing?
Well, I don't, like, do you think you know...
Like, I mean, Julie made me do it. Like, she got me mad. Like, she should have, like, she knows how I feel about her hanging out with her guy friend. She knows I come to meet her during 4th period. I skipped my class to drive to Queens to come and meet her, and she wasn't there.
But did she ask you to come to Queens, or did you do it yourself?
Well,
Has you ever said, hey, Julie, do you want me there? Like, have you ever called her and asked her that, or do you just show up just because, you know, you can?
Well, I often skip class and just go see her on the 3rd period spare because she's available to me, and that's just been the routine. And you know, like, we've clicked from the start, and she's really something special, and I just know that she's the one. I mean,
what,
I mean, it wasn't my fault. I mean, Julie
made your fist come out of nowhere and punch her in the face?
Well, she got me that angry, and that's what, and I overreacted, like, but, you know, you're my closest friend, Andrea, like, come on, like, can't you put yourself in my shoes, like, you know how much
Yeah, no, I can understand that feeling, but at the same time, like, you know, would you have, like, put yourself in her situation. Like, hey, if Julie told you that you can't hang out with me, how would you feel? She said, no, that Andrea bitch, you can't go near her, like, she's a slut, blah, blah, you can't go, like, I don't feel comfortable. How would you feel? Would it bother you? Especially if she's never met me. Like, say me and Julie never met before.
Well, I'd have to explain to her that you're my closest friend.
And did you get to know any of the guy friends she hung out with?
Well, I can't say that I have.
So maybe, like, for all you know, like, do you know if any of them were her closest friends, or if they were good friends?
Well, come on, guys are pigs. I know what they want. They just want underpants.
Well, some guys might be. Do you just want in Julie's pants? Are you a pig?
No, she's the one. She's the love of my life.
Exactly. So could one of those guys possibly be just another guy who wants to be your friend? Like, not a pig?
Possibly.
Possibly? Well... Is Julie okay now? Like, is she okay? Or, like, you know, what's up?
Well...
I'm sorry, I don't think you're going to walk away from that. Because, I don't know, like, what happened after?
I mean, but do you understand that, like, how upset I was?
Yes.
Right? You understand, and you understand that, like, I just did it because, like, you know, because I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I just want her to know, like, what I was feeling inside.
Well, maybe could you have told her how you were feeling? Like, did you guys ever sit down and have, like, a serious talk? Like, listen, Julie, this is what I'm putting on the table. Have her do the same. Like...
Can't say that we did.
So maybe you guys should have had a talk? And if it's still like, if it's still an option, would you be up for a talk? But yeah, you have to understand now, like, that action, things might be way different with Julie. Because I know, like, if Julie came and punched you out, I'd be all over that bitch in a second. Like, there'd be nothing between, like, I'd go after her because that doesn't happen. And I don't know how Julie's going to feel, or Julie's friends, the lovely guy friends you didn't get to know, they might take that very seriously. And I'm just letting you know that now. And you know, I'm not taking sides in this because, you know what, like, I don't know Julie. But I know that if I got hit, I would not be happy. But you're also my friend, and I can understand what's happened. Because you know what, like, I just think you kind of went around the wrong way. So, you know.
Thanks, Drea. I really appreciate your support.
It's all good. It's all good. Just, we're going to have to talk to Julie, and hopefully there'll be no criminal charges. Just going to remind you that little aspect.